Even Vladimir Putin's most prominent critic, Alexei Navalny, commented on U.S. politics just months before he died. The New York Times has published letters between Navalny and his closest friends as he struggled to stay connected to the outside world while suffering in prison. The Russian dissident, who just died this past week and in prison, called Trump's agenda for a second term really scary. All this breaking as the Kremlin says it will not accept demands from the European Union for an independent investigation into Navalny's death. Our Patrick Reevell is in Kyiv for more. So, Patrick, just talk to us about these letters.
Hi, Kira. Yeah, as you say, the New York Times has published a number of letters that were sent between Alexei Navalny and his colleagues and some of his supporters. And they do offer this fascinating glimpse into his world. You know, he talks about a lot of things. He talks about books. He talks about life in prison. He talks about life outside of prison because he was very fascinated by what was going on in international politics. And I've been talking with Yevgeny Feldman, who was Navalny's photographer for years and who sent some of these letters. And they often discussed American politics in some of these letters. And as you say, Navalny, in one of them, writes that Trump's electoral agenda was very scary. He also wrote, though, that he feared that if President Biden suffered some kind of health problem, then obviously Trump could be elected, and that do the Democrats not know that? Many of these letters also, though, just talk about his life in prison. He says at one point, he says that the guards there, if they were ordered to provide him with caviar, they would, or if they're ordered to strangle him in his cell, they would, just showing the level of dehumanization inside the prison.
So the White House is now promising major sanctions on Russia in response to the death of Navalny. What do you think we can expect?
Yeah, the White House a little while ago has said that it will impose, quote, major sanctions on Russia, and saying that Russia is responsible for Navalny's death. But the question is, what can these sanctions be? Because as most experts are noting, there are already very severe sanctions on Russia because of the war here in Ukraine. I mean, the problem with those sanctions is that right now they're not sufficiently enforced, and there are many, many gaps, and Russia has managed to adapt to them to a great degree. What a lot of supporters of Navalny are saying is that the US and European countries should now take this $300 billion of Russian assets that have been frozen because of the war and should be given, and they should be given to Ukraine as a punishment for Russia. So they're saying that that would be a much more painful sanction and a much better way to honor Alexei Navalny's name.
All right, Patrick Reevell there in Kyiv for us. Patrick, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.